Hello, Eurovision. Good evening, everybody, and hello. We are live. How are you doing? Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jenny Jew. We've got separate microphones now.
Yes, we have.
Well, look at us, very professional indeed. Let me just do one little thing as far as my webcam is concerned, because I believe the green screen effect on my shirt is going to be awful. Hi boys, today we're looking at the amazing Eurovision songs for this year. We certainly are, Antonio. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hope you can hear us loud and clear. I've got what's called a Rode microphone.
And I'll be giving my opinions, even though they might be controversial.
They're always controversial, dude. It's like no-brainers, if you ask me. Bear with me whilst I do one little thing in regards to my screen, which I will get rid of there momentarily. There you go. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I think the graphics have decided to die again, which is very annoying, but there you go. But yeah, unfortunately we've disappeared the graphics again, but I can see you, I can see all the comments in there. We're echoing, I'm echoing, that's not good.
Are we echoing?
Yeah, I think we might have to use only one microphone.
Okay.
Oh, it's me, I'm echoing apparently.
Sure. Yeah.
Do that. Is that a bit lower, perhaps? Can you hear me okay? Let me have a little listen, actually.
Maybe we should get those.
I'm echoing, that's not good.
Are we echoing? Yeah. It's not echoing.
It is echoing, on my end it is. Yours isn't.
No.
Tell you what I will do, actually. If you just bear with me for one moment, please, you can get speaking spiel. Talk to them.
Okay, so guys, it's we now have every song, and tonight we're going to review them all. So it's going to be good. We're going to try and go to Liverpool as well and watch the show in the fan zone. So it's going to be interesting. Semi-final 2 looks to be a bit of a snooze fest, but we'll get through it. So who do you think is going to win this year? I think it might be a landslide for Sweden. But there we go.
I'm back. Hold on. Because I think this might be a lot easier. I'm going to have to briefly plug this out. Hold on.
Yeah.
And plug this here.
This all should have been done before the show, but
it is what it is. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Usual spiel. Let's see.
Mr. Technology here.
Oh, it's terrible. But can you still hear me? And I hope semi-final 1 is brutal, absolutely. Hopefully you can hear me and I don't have an echo, but I've got this little thing in front of me whereby it's a little bit awkward. But
it's like an anti-echo thing.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. I might have to fix that. Anyway, so we are going to be delving into all 37 songs. I almost said 36 then for a minute. But all 37 songs for this year's Eurovision Song Contest in alphabetical order. Give our opinions and thoughts, some controversial. Actually, I'll probably be a little bit controversial as well because I'm quite brutal as well.
Yes.
Especially after listening to all 37 songs, on Spotify, on whatever playlist or whatever, that kind of thing. Obviously we look forward to it. I look forward to it. And of course, we want your thoughts and opinions, obviously,
yes,
for all 37 songs.
Yes.
It depends on how you hold your mic. Maybe just like this. Maybe just like this. Just don't start singing. I am a bit echoey, which is a bit weird. Let me try just to have the microphone like this.
Yeah.
Bear with me whilst I... Hold on. Need to fiddle around again. Technology for you. That might be okay, from the think of it. I wonder why my microphone's like that. It is what it is. Anyway, I did a list and it's nearly impossible to rank the top 17. Oh. Fair enough. Why is these messages retracted from Antonio? Sorry, Antonio. I don't know why your message is retracted. But try and keep it PC if you can. Sorry
Yeah, so
about
no swearing, basically. No.
So there you go. Alright, so we are going to be going through them in alphabetical order. We'll hear 30-second snippets of those so we can remind ourselves of what they are like, and then we can just talk about them in a nutshell. Let's get going! There's all 37 songs. I'll pop the sound on in the background. It's nice.
And I bet we get an advert.
No, it's YouTube. I'm free on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I really hope the Loreen, what was I saying?
Loreen don't win.
Wins because she sings Euphoria. Oh, bloody
hell. No, well, this is all about Tattoo. This is not about Euphoria.
Yeah, this is all about Tattoo, not Euphoria.
Yeah.
Hey, ball with me for flipping hell's sake. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
Oh, don't do that. Alright, well, hang on a minute. Wait until the microphone's actually properly sorted. There you go.
Yeah, sorry, it came out. But yes, Albania, I don't think qualify.
It's on the border, isn't it?
Yes.
I can tell you in terms of the running order, I'll tell you in a minute. The semi... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Hang on. Why are you doing this? I'm on charge, for flipping hell's sake. Come on! Really?
Oh, God.
Fuck! Not now! Seriously? Nah, gonna have to start again. Right, still getting issues. Why? There's no need. It should be nice and powerful. Right, are we back? Thank. One little thing. So it's not total carnage. Apply. Okay. And the bandwidth does that. So basically our kilobyte bandwidth, my microphone, there it is. Yeah, our kilobyte bandwidth for some reason is going weird, and I have no idea why.
Oh.
But there you go. Right, let's start this properly again.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little bit fed up with all my technology. I have no idea why it's doing this, but there you go. Right, here's Albania's again.
Yes. As we were saying, I don't think this will qualify.
Well, right, let's get focusing. I mean, it's a nice little beat. It's all about family, by the way, and the difficulties of family get-togethers, but yet, they're all through the hardship, they always come together in the name of song, in a nutshell.
Yes. The problem is, right, with Albania as well, I think it happens every year. They're one of the first to have a national final every year.
Yeah.
It gets so forgettable.
Yeah, it slowly goes down the table.
Yes.
Albania's in its top 37. Lol. Albania is it's a very good last song. Well,
yeah.
Let's see where they are in the running order. Let's remind ourselves where they are in the running order.
They're in semi-1, aren't they?
They are in semi-1.
So they're going to struggle.
Well, hang on a minute. I should have got all this up beforehand. Where do I find it? Let's try Eurovision World. Should have got all this up beforehand, really. But there you go. 1, 2, 3. Actually, do that and get the running order. So, Albania are. They are in the. No, they're not in the first semi-final. They're in the second semi-final.
So not too bad for them.
Yeah, they're number 14 in the running order, so that's definitely a little bit better. Yeah, I Wikipedia'd it, don't worry about it. What about, I'll get to Armenia in a minute, hold on a second.
We're on the first song.
We're on the first song and we've had technical difficulties.
Yes.
As far as Albania is concerned, it's like I said, it's on the border.
Yeah.
Because it's got a decent running order, but it's coming after a very good song, which we will get to, and it's before a couple of mares. It's in the mare category, but it is later on in the running order.
Yeah.
that really stands it in good stead if you ask me, but I think it's on the border. Right, let's deal with Armenia. Brunettes with Future Lover.
It's not bad, is it?
It's very repetitive, though.
Very repetitive, yes. I think they've gone down the Chanel route.
I mean, she looks like sort of part, if you know what I'm saying.
Chanel, with a mixture of Slavko because of the hair. But yeah, I'm not sure about Armenia qualifying either.
Well, right. So Armenia are in the second semi-final as well, but they are second up.
Yes,
which is an absolute bummer. Armenia's my 16th and in semi-final to P2 actually. Yeah. In that sense, but nevertheless, look, I like the sort of start bit of it, as we've all noticed. It goes, you know. It goes and everything, but the rap part in the middle is a bit flat.
Yes, it is. It's not great.
Armenia, I think, should have come up with something a little bit better.
It's not as good as Snap. No, let's put it that way.
Is any as good as Snap? I don't know. Well, here's the thing. Actually, I saw earlier today some people's opinions on last year versus this year. They gave this year slightly over Snappy Doo.
Really?
Apparently.
Snap was much better.
You reckon easy qualifier, says Harry? Maybe. I'm not entirely
I don't know. I'm not sure about this.
He's in position number 2.
Semi-final 2 is going to have a strange vote, I think. I've got this really weird feeling about it.
I originally did put Armenia to schedule to qualify, not going to lie, because it was very popular with the folks. But since it was positioned in number 2, I have my doubts. But that doesn't mean to say position number 2 has been bad before. It has. Let's go on to Australia. Yes, all right. I know, Antonio. Reconnecting. Right, we're back. Okay. There you go.
And since when is Australia in Europe? Let's put it this way.
We see that every year, but they have had a good stable mates with Australia. They've had a good stable mate over the last few years, haven't they, Australia?
Yes.
Sorry, we keep getting technical difficulties. I have no idea what is happening. My internet is just being a dimwit down here, and I might not use the lounge ever again until we do the semi-finals.
Yes, of course.
Hopefully everything will be alright after that. Promise me, everything's going to be alright by Australia. Roxon is quite meh.
Yes,
I have no idea why it is. They try and make it elevated, especially with a bit.
Too shouty.
Yeah. That little bit there. There you go.
I don't think it'll qualify.
I have no idea what's going wrong with it. It shouldn't really be dipping in and out of the internet like this. I have no idea what's going on, but hopefully we won't be getting any more faults. Fingers freaking crossed. Right, let's move on, because we think Australia's quite meh. In terms of its running order, Australia is last up in its second semi-final, so that will be helpful. Yeah. That really will be helpful.
And it's got the UK vote as well.
And it's got the UK votes. So I can definitely see this qualifying, but I don't see this doing well if it gets there.
No, it's not great.
Australia should bang that. I like it, but it's showing 7th for my semi-final list. Let's go on to Austria.
Oh, God.
Taya and Celia with Who the Hell is Edgar?
I bloody hate this song. I absolutely hate it. It's rubbish. It's just stupid. Acts like this should be banned from Eurovision. They ruin the credibility of the contest.
Do you know what? Right. I do think this is his quirky moments. I think it's a little bit too quirky. Yeah, I sometimes wonder that myself. But look, I like it. Don't get me wrong, I really like it. And I think it will has the potential to top semi-final 2. I really do genuinely believe that. My winner of semi-2 and overall my 5th, fair enough.
I think it's crap. I just think it's a load of garbage. It's awful.
Why do you think it's awful? And what certain parts do you think is awful?
Well, the chorus is annoying for a start. A song about Edgar Allan Poe. I mean, it's just terrible.
I I'm gonna have to agree to disagree. I think it depends on the stage and how it would be.
This is my last place.
I think sound-wise, I think it is actually decent, and there's a lot of people riding on it being top of the second semi-final, which is going to really please you, that's for sure. I do think it might be a bit too quirky. It depends what the staging will be like, but they are in a fairly favourable running order, 13th in its second semi-final.
It'll be my toilet break.
The likes of Albania and Australia we've already talked about, and one more.
And it'll be my toilet break.
Let's do Azerbaijan indeed. I like it so good. We'll put it P1 from last year. Let's move on to Azerbaijan.
Okay, so this is the poor tribute act of the Everly Brothers.
Total and X with Tell Me More. I really like this actually. I think it's very underrated. I think it is.
No, it's just a cheap, it's just a cheap rip-off of the Everly Brothers.
I must admit, it is very Everly Brothers of the
yes.
I think it has its catchy moments.
I don't like the rap in it. I think it ruins the song.
No, we won't go into that just yet. We won't go into that just yet. But yeah, I think Azerbaijan is extremely underrated. I've not put this in my top 10, but I put it fairly high up because I do actually quietly, personally enjoy this one. Namely because of the quirkiness. Okay, the rap part. Do you know what? I can forgive the rap part on this occasion simply because of the way it sounds.
It just doesn't work with that style of song.
Yeah, I agree it doesn't,
no.
But it depends on how you or how others perceive it. For me, I do think they could have done could have done without it, and it made it a little bit better. But for me, I quite like it. And it's almost like a mini sort of 3 songs in one.
This is near the bottom in the fan poll.
I know it is, but it should.
It won't qualify. It won't qualify.
I don't think it should be bottom or near bottom of the fan polls. I think it should be up there, personally, myself. I think it's probably one of the most underrated songs in this year's contest.
Yeah, and I don't think it'll qualify.
Let's do Belgium. It's like a 71 out of 100. Very underrated. I fully agree with you, Auri. 25th overall, but only 12. We'll see. This is Belgium, of course. Gustav with Because of You.
Terrible.
Do you know what? Slightly grew on me.
No.
Going crazy, I carry on. It's okay, it's cliche. Yes, okay, it's a lot of like...
There were a lot better songs in that Belgian national final, though.
There were, to be fair. And I remember watching the Belgian national final. But there you go. But you know what, it slightly grew on me a little bit. To pop it, I think it was just just outside my top 20 on this particular occasion.
It'll struggle to qualify.
Let's see where it is in its respective semi-final. Blah, 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 blah. I've got to get that back up now. It is more specifically Belgium. It's in the... Is it first? No, second semi-final. It's at number 5.
Yeah, it's not a good position.
It's not ideal.
No.
And it is coming after another strong song, so it might not stand so good. But it has a chance. I think it has a minor chance, especially in amongst the other mere songs of that. Belgium to like it is in my 23rd and 9th and 2nd semi-final. I think... I've forgotten where I put this personally myself, but I do like its quirky... I do personally like... I think it's a grow on me, but by God, has it been tried and done there before, if you ask me. Well, let's move on to... Croatia. Let's go with Mamash.
This should be banned. It should be banned. It's, for a start, dressing up as dictators and putting nuclear bombs on the stage is not acceptable for Eurovision, right? And it's political, and it should be banned.
So you say.
Seriously, dressing up as Stalin. I mean, it's just.
There's a girly Stalin, so I'm trying to fix my microphone here. Hang on.
Well, that shouldn't qualify.
I'm trying to fix my microphone.
And the fans kept raving about it, but it's bottom of the poll.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? Hang on. Right, there you go.
Yeah, I think it should be disqualified, personally.
So, nope. There you go. Right, it should be back on in a moment. Bulgaria. Antonio, come on. So it's 99 out of 100, 3rd overall, 3rd semi. Really?
No, it's not going to qualify.
I don't think it's that good.
Look at the polls for it. Isn't it?
I think it will qualify because it is quirky enough, and I think it does have a decent running order in its respective semi-final. Let me double check that. It is on... Croatia's in the first semi-final though, but it's at position number 7 before... Do you know what? It's actually favourable because there's 2 other songs, sandwiched in that are about on par as it is, or at least lower down. So I think it has a decent chance of qualifying Croatia. But that being said, is it going to be winnable over? And also, you shouldn't ban it because the message of the song...
the staging of the song is wrong.
But the staging and the style of it is supposed to be anti-war.
Should we have bombs on the stage at Eurovision though? It's not.
Dude, it looks like a penis.
No, it's wrong. Well, that's not good. That's inappropriate for a family show.
Yeah, but that's their style.
No, that's.
And Croatia are just doing something different this year.
Well, like that, for instance, for our song then. So should we have dildos on the stage, for instance? And also, if that's acceptable, it's just basically the same as going up on stage and dressing up as a Nazi. It's basically the same.
Well, I originally thought it was a little bit weird. Not gonna lie, it was virtually similar to what he was saying, but I like Croatia as well. It's a weird quirkiness. Firstly, it shouldn't be banned because it's supposed to be anti-war anyway. That's not what they're about, and a lot of people have appreciated that. The fact that they're taking the mick out of dictators like that.
No, but it just doesn't do it for me. It just does not do it.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to Cyprus. Andrew Lambrou with Break a Broken Heart.
I think we both like this one, don't we?
It is a grow. I must admit, I was a bit meh about it, but it grew into the like stages, is what I would say.
And it's, as I said, this is a lot better than last year's entry that looked like a 90s shower gel commercial.
People still prefer that.
But it didn't qualify.
It didn't qualify.
No. I mean, and also, as I said to you last year, why Cyprus failed was because they kept going for the same old formula. It doesn't work every year.
Female soloists.
Yes, it just doesn't work.
Well, it is male soloistic this year, that is for sure.
Yeah.
It's okay. Fair enough. It's about anti-war with Ari. That's fine. Look, I originally thought it was a tiny bit meh, but you get this sentiment and you get the feeling behind it, and it does elevate it a little bit more throughout the song. You can break a broken heart, and then does the part.
I think it'll qualify.
Oh, yeah, it will qualify.
Yeah, 100%.
It will qualify, especially the fact it's in the second semi-final.
With Greece as well.
Well, hang on a minute.
It's got 12 points from Greece guaranteed.
Yeah, and it's number 6 in the second semi-final, so it's got a chance of qualifying. Cyprus. With
Greece and Cyprus, they really should fine them for that. Because it's every bloody year.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they allow it?
I don't know, but hey, Ari says it's too boring, Cyprus. I think, we'll get to it later, but I think their biggest allies are probably maybe a little bit more boring, but we'll get to them properly later. I do like the sentiment behind it. I think Cyprus is a qualifier. Will it do well in the final?
No,
it might get the jury votes. It might get the jury votes. I can't see why it shouldn't, but it is what it is.
It depends on the staging as well.
It does. It will depend on the staging. I think they might do some decent staging. You never know. Right. Moving on to Czechia. Vesna with My Sister's Crown.
I think this is a dark horse.
I think it's overrated to buggery.
Really?
This is the most overrated song in the entire competition, I think. But you carry on.
I actually think it's a dark horse. Especially with the quirkiness of sentiments and everything.
Well, it's extremely anti-war.
Yes. But they've done it in a better way than Croatia. Let's put it that way. Definite
it's
qualifier.
a bit more subtle.
Definite qualifier.
Czech is a bit more subtle, that is for sure, in its anti-war stance. I'm fully behind it, obviously. I just think the style of the song For me personally, is extremely overrated by the fan base. Time for it's Czechia, not Czech Republic anymore. It's a Czechia or Czechia.
They are now under the name of Czechia.
Or Czechia, so some people pronounce.
But I don't know if they changed it in football yet.
I don't think they have.
No. I reckon they will do, though. I think
it's a slow build. For the name change. But as far as the song itself is concerned, I think it's like I said, it's extremely overrated simply because of the style of the song. It goes.
And I think Czechia is a better,
especially the rap bit in the middle.
I think Czechia is a better name as well.
It's more brand worthy.
Yeah. But I personally believe, when it comes to countries, I actually believe we should call countries what they call it in their own language. Like, for instance, Germany, we should call it Deutschland.
And France. Ari loves Czechia's. Czech Banger, 95 out of 100. 10th overall, though. Mind you, it's in a lot of people's top 5, never mind top 10.
Yeah,
I think it's extremely overrated, so I put this fairly low down, if I'm honest with you. Simply because
definite qualifier.
It probably will qualify. I can't see why not, though it would be funny if it didn't. Denmark. Riley with Breaking My Heart.
Another song this year that I absolutely hate. This is awful. It really is. Too many computerised vocals.
Well, the computerised bit is like only for a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but it's annoying. It just it's basically just some bozo behind a computer pretending to sing. I'm glad this is up first in semi-final 2 because it gets the crap out of the way, basically.
Oh no, not again! Come on, internet. I know. I don't know why internet keeps going down.
Maybe you should get full fibre.
It's nothing to do with that.
No, maybe you should.
It isn't. I've got full fibre.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, back again.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's leave it there because at least you can hear me properly.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, I don't know why. Yeah, it's back now. Right, we are back. I know. We was going to mention about the previous one. So Czechia, first of all, as far as its running order is concerned, is in the first semi-final and is in position 13. Which is after Azerbaijan.
It's unlucky for some.
It is unlucky for some, but it's after Azerbaijan, which is a good thing. And it's in the months of sort of running of decent songs, if you ask me. So that's good enough for them. Denmark, as I say, is first up in the second semi-final, which would necessarily be good. Sometimes it can be a bit bad, depending. But I think it has a chance of qualifying from first.
God, I hope not. I really hope not.
I think it has a minor chance.
It's such a bad song. It's like... Oh, God, it's the worst entry Denmark have ever sent for a start. Let's put it that way.
Well, I mean, I've heard far worse.
No, I think that is the worst. I hate computer. I hate that style of vocal. It just completely makes you...
Tractor, exactly. Right, yeah, let's do... It is Estonia, you're quite right, Antonia. Alika with Bridget.
I like this one as well.
I do think she wobbles a bit, though.
Estonia is one of those countries that never really sends a bad song.
No, you're right there. They're always up there.
Yeah. But I mean, their songs are always good, like to listen to.
Harry, by the way, agrees with you, saying that it's Denmark's worst entry, by the way.
Oh wow, brilliant, excellent.
But yeah, I do like Estonia because of its powerful nature and obviously do with the piano only and the fact it's piano and violin only. Yes, that's how you do a ballad. But the only thing I will say is that her voice, I don't know why, but when I was hearing it a lot more, I just feel that her voice is a little tiny too shouty for the song, hence why I think it's maybe not as good as what some people make out to be. That being said, it's very much high on my list. And briefly went out the stream again then, sorry about that. Why is my internet such a dimwit? But there you go.
Yeah.
Like as I say, I think that her voice is slightly on the old...
I think this will qualify.
It will qualify, absolutely qualify.
Those Eastern European countries for it, if you know what I mean. They always seem to send, like Lithuania, Estonia, they always seem to send songs that are really good.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe you should redo your numbers, perhaps, Ari, in that case, as you said. It's an extremely good song, 91 out of 100, but only 17. Maybe you have a rethink about your 90s. That's maybe worth doing that. Fourth and semi-final 2, though. Let's move on to Finland. Karja with Cha-Cha-Cha.
This is a dark horse.
Oh, extreme dark.
Love it. I think it's absolutely... I mean, we watched that national final for this as well, didn't we? We thought this was just classic.
It was classic, and even more classic for the fact it gained more televote points than Ukraine last year.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. But it's a...
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a little bit weird. But that being said, it is iconic in that sense, and the music makes it stand out, especially the fact you got 2 songs in one.
When we watched it, we said that's a pure Eurovision performance, didn't we?
Finland is my winner, says Ari. Fair enough. Let's go for this, though. I'm not so sure
I think this is a televote song.
Probably. And stream's gone again.
Oh. Oh, God, we're not having much luck today, are we?
Oh, are we back? No, we're not back. Bear with me. Right, let me... Oh, this is ridiculous. Absolute joke.
I know, so annoying.
Let me lower this to 2,000.
Why does it always go wrong down here?
I don't know. I know. I don't know why my internet's been this way. But there you go. Shouldn't be.
Should contact your provider. Something's wrong here.
Trouble is the... Do you
want to join iTalk?
No, it's just... We are back, by the way. We are live. But I just want to have a little... Also, first of all, I have, before I was going to mention anything, it's called Eero Wi-Fi. It's just like an extender. Compared to everything, but for some reason it's not. What's going on? Anyway.
Yeah. So back to it. So we
are back, but not very well.
Well, we'll have to go with it as best we can do. And a qualifier.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Absolute banger of a song. Let's go through the running order. Hello from Hereford. Hello, Ross's Trains.
Hello.
Right. So, what were we beforehand? It was not Cyprus. We've done. What did we do before? Oh yeah, Estonia. Well, Estonia, as far as Estonia's concerned, they're in the position 4 in the second semi-final, so might not stand so well, but they should qualify, I think.
Yes.
Finland, last up in the first semi-final.
Definite qualifier.
So definite qualifier. I think we're gone again. Right, I'm gonna stop this for a minute. Hang on a moment. Sorry about this.
Switch to iTalk.
I'm not switching to iTalk.
Why?
Right.
Why not?
Well, it's too late now for me. Finland is not a clear win for me. No. Right, we should be back. Here we are back, hallelujah.
Yes.
Right. Hopefully no more up the walls.
No.
Right, so let's move on to France, last up, should absolutely qualify. Let's move on to hold on a minute, let me do this properly because the system's going to be a little bit iffy. We've had Finland, obviously.
Yeah.
At least it's all fine. Right, here we go. France. By Lazara. I think it's slightly overrated, but I get why it's behind it. I quite like this one.
I'm not so sure on it.
What makes you not so sure?
Well, let's do it this way. This is one of those songs where I think I'm not sure if I like it or hate it.
You think it's a meh?
Yeah.
What makes you think it's meh?
I just don't know. Just the staging, for instance. It looks like she's got a CD on her head.
Oh, you are kidding me. Oh, no, wait. Why is... No. Come on.
Yeah, it's like there's a CD.
Oh, yeah, we are back.
Yeah.
Okay, phew.
Yeah, it's like she's wearing a CD on her head.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's just... to me, that is just like a combination of...
It's a French act, though.
Yeah, it's too French.
Yeah, but it's the thing. Last year, they kind of didn't go a bit French. They sort of went in between, and that didn't really work out for them.
But that's just sort of a copy of Barbara Pravi, but with a more dance beat.
I think it's supposed to be extremely French, isn't it?
It's just no for me.
But trouble is, she very much goes for it. That's for sure.
Let's put it this way: it's 100% qualifier already.
So simply because it's one of the big five. I was here for France, I'm sure you were. Look, I think it's very nice. I think I put it in my top 10. I could be... No, I haven't. I put it 12, I think it was.
I put it about 13th.
Well, you know what, that's fair. I do like this one.
I just don't think it's a top 10 style song. I just think there's a lot of better songs.
I also do think that the fans have slightly overhyped this simply because it's Lazara. Although that being said, she's very iconic. She looks very good, and it's like, it's like a BT 2019. What's 2019's France one? Forgotten now.
2019.
12 for me. Fair enough.
I don't know. 2019. I can't remember that far back now. 2020 was that Tom Loeb, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
2021 was Barbara. What was that one? 2018 was Mercy. I'm trying to think. Can't remember.
I think maybe he was thinking 2021 instead.
Barbara Pravi, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a dancey version of Barbara Pravi. That's all.
Mind you, Barbara Pravi wrote the French one for last year, for the Junior Eurovision one. That is.
That one. Yeah.
Albeit jury related. Anyway, Georgia. Ira with Echo.
I personally think this is Georgia's best ever entry in the main contest.
I do think it's up there.
Yeah.
Lyrics are a bit weird though. I love the beat though.
And also it's good to see them like taking the main contest seriously, considering they've had all those brilliant results in Junior Eurovision.
Yes,
and it's really nice to see him, doing something different.
Yeah.
Instead of the crap that they entered last year.
I do like the beat of this though, to be fair. Oh, we're not down again, are we? No, we're not. Thank goodness for that. But yeah, I do think this is a nice song. It's very up there, very everything else like that. But I do think the lyrics are a little bit weird.
Yeah, the lyrics.
Properly.
Yeah, but I think it's very ethnic of what sort of the.
It's very off Georgian.
Yes, and I like that, and I think I'm glad that they actually, like I said to you when we were doing the Junior Eurovision stream, was like, why don't they take the adult contest more seriously, didn't I? And if they entered acts like, why enter acts like Circus Mercus? I mean, it's just when we first saw the name, I turned to you and I thought, no.
Yeah, just no. Ari says I don't really like it that much, but best Georgian entry in my list, only 26th, 11th out of semi-2. That's very interesting.
Yes.
Out of that semi-final for Georgia, it is in position 11 in the second semi-final, same as another song in the respective of the first semi-final. But that being said, I can't see why it shouldn't do well.
Depends on the staging, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably, it depends on the staging. We'll see what pans out for that. There is a big gap between that's the 25th. Maybe you should review your numbers, perhaps. Yes. Let's move on to
another last place for Germany.
Lord of the Lost, Blood and Glitter.
Another last place for Germany. I'm sorry, 0 points.
It's not, it's a banger, come on.
No, it's too shouty and too loud. No, I think that other song should have gone Patty Gurdy for Germany.
Oh, the hurdy-gurdy. Well, yes. Poor, didn't it? As far as finals concerned, though. I really love this one because it is pure German rock, if you ask me.
I didn't like it. It's just too much. I take my hat off to the fact that they've tried something different from their past dreary entries, but I still think this is a last place for Germany.
Why do you think it's last place?
It's just going to get forgettable with all the other songs in the contest.
Depends on the... No, I don't think so. It'll be loud and proud, that is for sure. Especially with the scaffolding the way I saw it in the national final.
I'm sorry. 0 points.
Well, I don't know why you think it's 0 points, because it will be loud and proud. That is for sure. You can guarantee the station will be loud and mad, a lot of pyrotechnics, that is for sure.
But bottom 5.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I see a mid-table at least. Maybe battling for the top 10 positions. Probably won't do well with the jurors, I don't think, but it will definitely gain some televote points.
I don't feel Hate was better than this.
Germany best instant finalist and 6th in my list. Yeah, there you go.
Instant finalist. They're already in the quarter.
They're already in the final.
Yeah. Oh God! Seriously, do we have to keep explaining the Big 5 rule?
No. I think they got it.
Yeah.
It will be remembered. I think it will be remembered.
No, I don't. I think it'd be another.
I think when you see the live performers, it'll be different. But yeah, that's about it, really. Greece, Victor Vernakos with What They Say. Arguably one of Greece's forgettable ones.
Yeah, probably Greece's worst entry, in my opinion. This is probably worse than Alcohol is Free.
I love Alcohol is Free.
No, that was terrible.
Alcohol is Free.
No, that was crap. Yeah,
But I just think this is a bit too generic, a bit too samey.
And also, I just think, it's so boring, isn't it? It's sort of like...
It's just a bit meh, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Greece. This is nowhere near as good as your previous entries.
No, I do agree with that.
So if Cyprus gives that 12 points, which it probably will, it does not deserve it.
It probably will. It's in position number 8 in its semi-final.
It's going to get points from Cyprus.
2 positions after Cyprus, more to the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't... I could probably see this qualifying, given it the fact it's Greece after all. But is it going to do well in the final? No.
No.
It might get some jury points. It might get some jury points, but I don't see the public vote.
No way that's going to win.
Too bland, too generic, a little bit boring. Even when it goes with the beep and everything, I just find it
not great at all.
It's not that good. My guess is music makes it a little bit cringe, but 24th and 10th. It's more listenable than Denmark. Nah, I say Denmark's more listenable, if I'm honest with you. Iceland, Delia with Power. Not Black Lives Matter.
No, I don't know why I've done that. I'm just going like that. If you know what I mean. But let's put it this way. This is my number 2.
I think you've overrated it slightly.
This is one of the sort of very slight outsiders for the win. It's a brilliant song.
I think it's likeable. Don't get me wrong, I like it, and I don't dislike it whatsoever. I don't think he's even mad. I do like it. I just think this guy's overrating it.
I just love this song. I think it's really good. I said to you, this has got to go to Eurovision, didn't I, when we watched the national final?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad it did go to Eurovision, and I do like it. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, potentially Reykjavik 2024.
Nice, my stream like this. Bear with me for one moment. Oh no, what's going on? Don't know what's wrong with my okay, yeah, there you go. Just refresh your stream. If you're having issues, refresh your stream. Hang on.
Yes, I think this is a potential winner.
I don't think so. Why do you think that?
I just think it's got that sort of wow factor.
I think it is. I think you're overrating it.
No, that's what I think. That's what I actually think about this song. I actually really like it.
Don't get me wrong. I like her presence. I like her singing vocals as well. I just think it's okay. It will qualify. I think it will qualify. It's currently at number 7 in its second semi-final, just before Greece, and sandwiching between Greece and Cyprus.
Little island thing, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it will qualify. It's just, I don't think it's going to do as well as people hoped, mainly from him. Right. Ireland, Wild Youth with We Are One.
You know, this is in my top 10.
I do, but
I really like this song.
I do like it as well.
I actually.
But it's very generic.
Tonight we are one.
It's very generic, and also we've had a We Are One before with the slogan in 2013.
Yeah.
Come on.
And also, apparently, they're going to be doing something different with their staging.
I think I hacked in your camera. I missed it, please. Oh, good place in ruining it. Oh, is it easy? No, not quite Israel, not quite. But we'll get to Israel in a moment. But very good position in running order for Iceland. I think Ireland's, for me, it's a little bit too generic, and I can understand why people are not going for it. That being said, I do quite like it, and I think it will have good staging. I can't see why they shouldn't have good staging. But that being said, I don't know, it just needs something to elevate, and I think it's only position number, I think it got position number, 6 in the first semi-final, so it has a good chance, but...
I like it, and it's in my personal top 10, but I don't think it'll qualify.
Yeah, I don't think it'll qualify either, because a lot of people do find it too generic, and also the...
And apparently they're going to be doing some sort of epic staging or something.
It will need some decent staging to elevate, is all I will say. But that's how I see it. Otherwise, I don't see Ireland particularly doing well and not qualifying again. Maybe they should have gone for Midnight Summer Night in the national final. I do not know. I like it. Everybody hates it, but I'm not here for... 95 out of 100 says Harry. Fair enough. But anyway. Yeah, we've had Ireland. Thank you very much. Right, so let's move on to Israel. Noah Carell with Unicorn. It's a nice beat.
It's in my top 10.
It's in a nice beat.
Yes.
But
it looks like she's wearing a Power Rangers costume.
I just think the rest of the song, this I quite like the bit, but those in-between bits, especially with the fa-ma-na-ma-na-ma-na look, a little bit weird. Though the dance bit well elevated like anything, especially on the night it.
Yeah.
But there you go.
It's very Chanel though, isn't it?
Oh my god, is it just a little bit ironic in all of this and a little bit hypocritical. It's supposed to be about women's empowerment, yet she will sell the sexist up like anything. Especially from the music video.
Yeah, another female empowerment song from Israel though. Is it going to work twice? Another female empowerment song?
Not on this occasion. A lot of Israelis love this, and especially Noah Carell fans obviously love this. But a lot of the others are a bit lukewarm. They like it, but not as much.
Should do a male empowerment song. I am the alpha male. I am strong and I'm never wrong, for I am the alpha male.
The trouble is, you ain't going to get that these days.
No.
Look, it is likeable, and obviously the dance beat will, as I say, be amazing, especially on the Eurovision night. Just don't expect it to do miracles.
No.
Might be alright with the jurors, we'll see. Italy, Marco Mengoni, Due Vite.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Dark Horse.
Gives me a little goosebumps when I do hear it.
Yeah, it's just... Italy just know how to do it, don't they? It's like... I'm glad he didn't change this song.
I was going to revamp it a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm glad he didn't change it.
Well, I like it. I don't know why he would change it.
No, it's beautiful the way it was.
I fully agree.
Yeah, and it could be potential top 10.
I mean, I would say at least top 10 in the final.
Yes.
Given some nice jury votes and everything, and I'm assuming he's not really going to change much for the national final. So obviously they'll have to shorten it down in terms of the length, because it's at 3 minutes 43. The Italians know how to make those sorts of lengths, so they'll have to shorten it down to 3 minutes, but otherwise, if they work it the way around to 3 minutes, they will absolutely do well once again.
Yeah, it's
all they need is just the top 10. I think that's all they're focusing on.
Italy just know what they're doing, don't they? It's even as they were hosts, they had a decent song.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were just, just
28 for me, and I will fall asleep, says Harry. Fair enough. You say so. By the way, obviously, there's been issues with this live stream, obviously, throughout this. Don't worry, all of this will be fully replayed by the end of it, so if you've missed any bits of it, obviously catch up and let me know in the comments. Right, so let's move on to Latvia. Southern Lights by Aija.
Well, it's...
Aija by Southern Lights.
It's okay. Latvia, I think... Yeah, I think they could... it's definitely better than their previous entries.
I think it's definitely likeable, but although I do find the intro bit where it goes with the electronic drums a little bit odd. Although the music videos are a little bit.
They'll probably do that on stage.
What with all them people?
Well, but with less people, obviously.
No, because they were doing like a lights thing, remember?
Yeah.
The national final performance. I don't think it will. Some of it is though. But also we were going through the running orders for each one. So Ireland, like I said, was 6. Israel were in the first semi-final as well.
Which should qualify, I think.
Position number 9 between Switzerland and another country we'll get to later. So I think it's definitely favourable for Israel. Yeah. For Latvia, they're in the first semi-final as well.
Yeah.
In position 4, which is between 2 fairly good songs. I don't think it's going to qualify if you ask me. Lithuania though, Monica Linkite with Stay.
I think there was better songs in this national final.
Yeah, plus it was a kind of similar vibe as that of Poland's national final.
Yeah, it was.
Jury favourite.
Yeah, there was a lot better songs, wasn't there, in that national final?
Got great vocals though.
Yeah. I reckon it'll qualify.
I mean, it's got every chance in the second semi-final, and it's in position number 15, just before the final song from Australia. I don't know, I just find it a little bit generic, and also when you hear Judo, Dudo, like every 5 seconds, I don't know, just find it a little bit boring if you ask me.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's okay, but I think, as I said, there was better songs in their national final.
Harry really likes Latvia though, to be fair. Put it hard on this, but I can't. It would have topped my list last year. Latvia, fair enough. But yeah, as far as Lithuania is concerned, I don't know. Just find it a little bit bland, and I do prefer the sort of not Eurythmics. What band do we compare that geezer in the white hat to? With the sound it made. Do you remember from the national final? You must remember it.
No,
I can't remember what the song it was, but I've forgotten. Yeah?
No.
Anyway, so I would have preferred that over this one, but there you go. Malta, the Busker.
Yeah, it's okay, but I think it's going to struggle. I think it's going to struggle.
It will struggle.
Yes.
No, I do agree with you. It will struggle because not a lot of people are going for this, and it's second up.
Yeah, I know. It's
second up in the second semi-final.
First semi-final. That's a bloodbath. So sorry, Malta.
I do love it though. I really love it. As soon as I heard it, I was like.
But then again, you like songs with trumpets. You always do.
Yeah. Well, apart from Serbia's Junior Eurovision song.
Yeah, I know.
It's the sax that does it for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, sax you can take it and leave it with some songs, but I really do love this one.
You'll have sax beats.
Shibba-do-do, yeah, exactly. For that one. But I love this Malta. I think the best hook of the song, if you ask me, is the pre-chorus part where it goes. That's the main hook where you know it's going to be like and everything. But
speaking of Junior Eurovision, just quickly, I wonder when they're going to announce the host city for that. France haven't really done anything on that.
It's fine, whatever. Also too groovy for me, my 31st. I know a lot of people find it because it's a dance song, it's not going to be their thing. But I bet you it's the same as Moldova last year with the Trenio led to. A lot of people wrote that off. Come Eurovision night.
Done very well with the televote.
Extremely well with the televote.
Yeah.
And I bet you any money this will be another dark horse. I know it's going to struggle because it's in position number 2. But I fingers crossed hope it goes for
Moldova's going to be one of those countries one day that's going to have a wacky win. It's good.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
Probably, but we'll see. Moldova! Pasha Parfeni with Sorale Seluna.
Then again, this national final was a bit questionable, some of the songs, wasn't it?
It was.
That bloke, he performed seconds.
But this one is very good because it's got a midget with the flute, everybody.
Yeah.
A little bit of the beat dance.
Another one was really bonkers, isn't it, from Moldova?
Yeah, absolutely. But Moldova know how to send quirkiness, put it that way. Well, that being said, Sunstruck Project tried again, didn't they?
And it always works for them as well.
It does. The Sunstruck Project tried to go again, didn't they?
Yeah.
With Yummy Mummy.
That bloke, though, he performed seconds.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Oh,
I do, anyway.
Yeah. It was so bad, wasn't it?
Moldova last year got my votes for second for me. Last year, not comparable to Malta. Well, I love Moldova last year. I think we all love Moldova.
I didn't.
I love it.
No, I didn't like it.
Love it on the night. And I bet Malta will be the same. I think Moldova will qualify, though. Moldova is in... where is it? Number 10 first semi-final just after Israel, but before another good sub we'll get to later. This is of course the Netherlands in the meantime. Mia Nicolai and Dion Cooper with Burning Daylight.
I think this is underrated.
I think it's high, isn't it? Or is it
I
not?
don't know. A lot of fans ain't liking it.
I love it.
I do as well.
I really
It's a beautiful song.
I say I love it, but I really... Obviously some of the lyrics are a little bit repetitive.
Yeah.
But the hook where it goes...
You can see the crowd singing along to that
Oh yeah,
on the
absolutely.
night.
You can absolutely hear the crowd singing along to that. What are you saying? Yeah, Moldova this year, so good, nice beat, exactly. Also would have put it first last year with the well, I don't know, I prefer a lot of songs from last year than this year, if you ask me. Don't like it for the Netherlands, says Ari, fair enough. I quite like it. I think we will sing along to that, and also with the right at the end when it goes, goodbye.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd singing along to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They'll make a big song of that. I hope they do some good staging. They didn't really do any good staging for last year, did they?
No, did you pay?
It didn't.
No, but it still finished in the top 10 though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did alright.
Yeah.
I'm just outside of it. Norway!
Definite strong contender.
Alessandra with Queen of Kings was my number one for a long, long time.
Yes.
Until one country overtook that, which we'll get to shortly. Let's break the fucking chains! Three greater the kings are on it.
There's just one thing though.
What's that? Sorry.
This has lost a lot of the like the old vibe to it through the fan polls.
Yeah, but
It's
because it came out early, that's why.
Yeah.
It came out early.
Yeah.
But it's still going to get the appeal, and of course, as we all know, it is the song that's going to kick off Eurovision week in the first semi-final. First up, to say that will not do well would be ridiculous. It will absolutely do well. The first semi is so strong, absolutely. But yes. Brit Girl says very underrated song, I think, for the Netherlands. Fair enough. But I think we all love Norway.
Yes, it is. It's. And I like it. It's going to be a proper Scandinavian battle. It's going to be brilliant.
What will the jurors go for this, Joe?
Do you reckon it'll be a close fight though?
Again, it'll depend on the jurors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's qualifying. This song is bloody qualifying.
Yes, 100%.
But will the jurors go for this?
I think the only country from Scandinavia that ain't going to qualify is Denmark.
Probably, we'll see. But I don't know if the jurors will go for this.
No.
I think they might, considering the fact it does sound a lot like another song from an old national final or something. I know. But that being said, who's to say this isn't going to do, especially with that and the fact it's got like an Italian thing at the beginning because of her Italian roots. That would be very nice. And from that to this, Poland's blanket solo.
I absolutely hope this qualifies just to piss the fans off.
Do you know what? I'm not going to agree with that, but do you know what? This song, when you take away a live performance and slightly dodgy lyrics, it isn't that bad.
It's not.
It isn't that bad of a song. But that being said, it's very generic, very samey.
But it does sound like that other song called Solo by Demi Lovato.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
In terms of the sound, do you like the sound of it?
Yes, I like the sound of it. And I want it to qualify just so it pisses off those fans. Just to think you still got to hear it in the final.
Second to last, only Albania did it worse. Look, make the controversy of the national final what you will, because it was blamed like anything. But
it should have been Gladiator.
It should have been Gladiator.
Yes.
Hashtag justice for Jan, of course.
Yes.
But that being said, this is a massive climb down from last year, that's for sure.
Yes. River was brilliant.
River was amazing.
Yeah,
Why did the televote? Oh, mind you, the juries didn't really get it. No, the juries did it well. Televoters was.
But still better than the ride.
This is better than the right.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I hope it does qualify, but
I just want it to qualify so it annoys the fans.
Yeah, it ain't happening because Poland are, mind you,
just so I can just, like, when it appears on the Facebook groups and they're like, Poland qualifies, and they're like, no!
It's a minor chance. It's a minor chance. It's in position number 9 in the second semi-final.
Yeah.
But it is slumped between Greece and another song, which I think we'll come to in a moment. But first up, Portugal, mini capped with I Carousel, or Coruscant.
God, it's like a cabaret night in Romford.
I quite like the bit of
I don't like this. I actually, after obviously we did the Swedish national final, I actually watched a bit of this. And I thought to myself, Portugal, what are you doing? It's like, none of the songs in this national final were any good at all. It was basically like something out of Eurovision You Decide. The songs were all terrible. They really were.
Harry said, as far as Gladiators is concerned, it would have been fighting for the win.
Yeah, it would have been, I think.
Probably, considering of Jan's start and his upbringing, etc., and the cameras would have been amazing. So yeah, this opportunity there, Poland. Thanks a bunch. Portugal, in the meantime, I do quite like this.
I don't.
I like the do. Sort of going back to old cabaret.
Yeah, it's like a drunk karaoke night in Romford.
I like it, but it's very Portuguese.
It's
very Portuguese is another statement.
This basically like watching a cabaret show in Blackpool.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
Harry says, I would actually like to see him in final just so they can love performance for Poland. Portugal was near his last, so I don't know, I quite like this. It's in my top 20 at least. Romania.
Oh dear.
Theodore Andre with Digite Off and On.
He can't sing.
He can sing.
He's terrible.
He can sing.
It's awful, this song. It's like he's drunk on stage for a start.
He's got really good vocals, but the performance and the staging is very distracting, especially the performance.
Won't qualify.
It's not qualifying. It really isn't flipping qualifying. Romania are. Let me see where they are. First semi-final, I think.
It's definitely no Yamame, is it?
No, it's second semi-final.
It's no
number 3.
It's no Yamame, is it?
No, it isn't no Yamame. Number 3 in the second semi-final.
Yeah, it's not going to qualify.
The song is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just the performers and indeed the 2 dancers are extremely distracting.
Yeah.
Especially taken away from the song, which I think is alright.
Yeah.
It's not bad by the way whatsoever. 21st is so underrated. Oh no, Romania. It's so sad that he's got a good voice. Yeah, exactly. I think he's got
I don't think he can sing.
He can sing. Shut up. Right.
Oh dear.
San Marino, Keith Jackson like an animal.
I think San Marino picked the wrong song. I actually think they should have picked Eiffel 65 with Movie Star. Yeah, I think they picked the wrong song. Eiffel 65 should have gone with Movie Star. It was much better.
At least it can sing.
Yeah, but it's not getting a lot of points in the poll.
Oh, it's last in the
Yes, yes, yeah.
This is probably going to end up last in the semi-final if you ask me. And I'm so sorry to San Marino, but yeah. It's a long way away from Adrenalina, put it that way.
And Say Na Na Na, their highest
Say Na Na Na.
Say Na Na Na.
Most underrated for San Marino, according to Ari. Fair enough. I like it. I don't know. The chorus is catchy. It isn't a bad song. None of these songs here are bad, especially this one. But
apart from Denmark and Austria,
it's probably the most forgettable.
Denmark and Austria are bad.
No, I like. Denmark I like-ish. Austria I really like. So I don't know what you're on about, but. I don't know. I think San Marino is forgettable. Maybe it's simply because of the live performance on the night. It might sound better in the studio when we hear the CDs, etc. But
I still think they should have selected Eiffel 65.
There you go. I just hope they do some decent staging, just to elevate a little bit more. But we'll see. Serbia, Luke Black.
Oh no.
Samo Mrs. Spava.
Bottom 5 this song for me. He can't sing for a start. And what is this rubbish? It's like the Cure meets Transformers. It just doesn't work.
Samo Mrs. Spava.
Now what's all this laying in a leaf?
It's supposed to be like games and stuff like that.
No, I don't like it.
That's close. I kind of like it actually. But San Marino profits from my genre bonus. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, San Marino's number 12 in the second semi-final though, so...
Nah, it's rubbish.
It's between Georgia and Austria.
Plus the guy can't sing.
Anyway, Serbia is in... I'm being dim. Where's Iceland? Not Iceland. Serbia. It's in the first semi-final, isn't it? Yeah. Position number 3 though.
Won't qualify.
Might struggle.
Yeah.
Might struggle, but I can't see why it should struggle. Alright, Slovenia. Joker.
We both like this.
We really do like this.
This is Slovenia's best entry.
Arguably.
Yeah.
Every year Slovenia sends in some sort of drab, some sort of meh, especially with disco.
Especially
it's a proper banger.
Especially that boring one with the hallelujahs in it a few years ago. That was just...
But it's got proper vibes, proper beats, proper charisma from the boys.
Yeah, it's great. It's really good. Definite qualifier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I could see this opening the final if it got through.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, easy qualifier. San Marino, Ari says Serbia easy qualifier. Serbia so strong. I think it's really nice as well, but yes, Slovenia is just out of the park. Might battle for the top 3 positions in its semi-final. It is currently position number 10 in the second semi-final, sandwiched between Poland and Georgia, so it has every freaking chance. It'll be standout-able, really likeable. We both like this one.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant, absolutely.
What else can we say? Spain!
Oh, God.
Paloma with...
This is probably the worst song out of the big 5, in my opinion.
I say the most overrated.
I say the worst. For a start, the song's just boring, and they just think that they've sent another Chanel for a start. And
whoa! This is not Chanel.
Right, they sent another Chanel.
They've not sent another Chanel.
A sort of traditional Chanel, and the song sounds like a fire alarm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It ain't a Chanel.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's not. Chanel was supposed to be all sexy last year. There's no sexiness in this whatsoever.
And also,
it's meant to be about empowerment.
Another female empowerment song. Do they have to keep entering?
It's not quite female empowerment. It's also about troubles and like living.
Next year, female empowerment songs should be banned.
Oh, for goodness.
Because there's too many of them. It's just I don't want to hear about that.
But it's more about not just female empowerment, but it's also about like the struggles going through wartime and everything.
Oh no, same old crap. Just don't do it.
It's very Spanish though. It's very Spanish.
Too flamenco.
I think it's a little bit overrated by the fans, personally.
Yeah, and it does sound like a fire
Not the most overrated, but a little bit. What is everybody else saying? Spain is not good. Worst song, says Ari.
I think it's worse than the Big Five. Easily.
I'll put it this way. I don't think people are overrating this, personally. As far as the community is concerned, I don't think it'll do as well as people expect.
No.
Jury-wise might be okay, but televoters will... I don't think
No.
personally.
It sounds like a fire alarm.
Yeah. I like that. Get the sentiment behind it, don't get me wrong.
Well,
Anything we say about this? Lorene's tattoo.
it's the winner, isn't it? It's easily the winner.
It's a shame it's kind of going to be a one country show.
Yeah, it's gonna be the winner of juries and televote.
Yeah. Brick Girl says I don't understand Spain's hype. Plus it's bad.
Sweden's gonna easily walk this.
Well, I don't think it's the best song. Let's get this over and done with. It's not the best song in the contest.
But as a package, it's just got everything.
I do agree as a package with the staging, presents, long fingernails.
We were watching Malfest and we saw that with that's a winner, isn't it? So,
even I got goosebumps with this one.
Lorene, she's already won Eurovision before. She's got a huge chance of winning it twice. The next Johnny Logan.
Listen, I want some competition. I think we all want a bit of competition, but the fact this is here, this ain't happening.
No, we're going to be... Let's put it this way. Eurovision 2024 will be in Stockholm.
Or
Malmo, or where, yeah, let's put it that way. It's going to be in Sweden.
I love that we both said that at the same time.
Yeah.
Most overrated for Sweden, says Ari. I do love it, and it is my number one. Don't get me wrong. There's a package is my number one.
I think the key to this winning, though,
quite the best song.
It's got to overcome that It's got to come over that Sweden anti-televote. That's the
Well, people have been saying it's an anti-televote. Really, I don't see it myself.
No.
Given the fact that this year will be of Lorene, I don't know. Maybe some fans might vote against this simply because it might walk it.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening myself. Harry says, no, it's in Helsinki next year.
Yeah.
We'll see. Switzerland now, Remo Ferreira with Watergun.
I think this is going to struggle.
Oh, by the way, Sweden was in position 11.
Yes.
Which, historically speaking, is not been the best position, like as we've already mentioned. But that being said... but previous semi-finals have been about 17-18, haven't they?
Yeah.
To begin with, so I think it'll be alright, Sweden. Yeah, so as far as Switzerland is concerned,
I think they televote only in the semis is going to actually do a few shocks.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you got to think about what the mood the public's in on the night. It's going to be interesting. That.
I do get the war stance of anti-war stance again of Switzerland, but that being said, this is talking about actually in the conflict, so to speak. So it's a little bit different, and I like the beat.
But I think it's going to struggle.
I mean, Switzerland is in the first semi-final, which isn't really helpful, and it's also in position number 8, sandwiched between Croatia and Israel.
Yeah, so I think it'll struggle.
I don't know. It's a good song as a winning package, but I don't like it. In terms of Sweden, I think you're saying. Ari says it's so good, also pretty for Switzerland. Underrated, my 4th overall. I think you're overrating that a little bit.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I think Boys Don't Cry was better.
I love Boys Do
Cry. I thought that was much better.
I love Boys Do Cry. Why did the Taylor voters hate that so much?
It was beautiful.
Didn't deserve the point. Right, so the two final automatic qualifiers start off with Ukraine, Dvorak, Heart of Steel.
Well, let's put it this way, this one is not a winner.
No,
No way. If this wins, then it's no longer a song contest.
I don't think it will win.
No, because it's just not a good song, is it? It's...
Oh, you are Swiss. That's why, Harry.
Yeah. But yeah, let's put it this way, we don't go biased to our own country. We think that's not the right way to go.
No, well, we'll come to our country in a moment.
Yes.
Because it's literally the last song I'm about to speak of. But as far as Ukraine is concerned, I liked it-ish to begin with, but then sort of put it lower down as the small.
Let's put it this way, there's something wrong if this wins, because it's not, this is not a winning song, and nowhere near a winning song.
I like the fact that they're very trying to get towards us, like sort of saying, hey, we're one of you guys now, we're not very of Eastern European, you know what I'm saying? But they're trying to avoid all the Easterners block, if you know what I'm saying.
Apart from the ones that are in NATO, obviously.
Well, yeah. Well, they're trying to join the EU, NATO, and all the rest of it now. So
yes.
There you go. But that being said, I just don't think the style was quite right.
No.
I just don't think the style of this song is right for the competition. No. Ukraine's is good since it's a revamp, it's a nice church thing. It does sound very churchy.
Yes, it does. Very worshipy.
Yeah, very worshipy. Finally, we come to the host country. United Kingdom, May Muller with I Wrote a Song.
This is a grower.
It is a massive grower.
Yeah. I actually think, because obviously the polls have got it at like 8th, I reckon it will finish in the top 10.
I reckon the Jews will like it, but I don't know, I just feel, well, being in mind, we'll get to this bit in a minute, finish it off and everything. I do like it, don't get me wrong, it is a nice grower.
Yeah.
Right, so as far as the UK is, well, actually for Ukraine, they're in position 19, which will be okay.
And we're singing last.
We are singing last, but it's on paper. And on paper, going last can be good with the right song.
Yeah.
But historically speaking, especially over the last decade and a bit, it hasn't always done that well starting last. Especially when you've heard all the other songs after that.
Yeah.
But that being said, one thing that's got going in its favour, because it will be hosted in the UK, obviously the majority of the audience will be like, everything.
Yes,
Give it the biggest cheer on the night. Yes. Arguably. Trash as Harry for Ukraine, that is.
Yes.
But yeah, I just think it's good, but not for me. UK's potential song for top 15. This is the thing. I think the juries will like this. I think the juries will give us points, maybe circa top 5. I have a feeling the public ain't going to vote for this. Not as much as I think they will.
Well, let's just put it this way: we're not going to finish in the bottom 5. It's going to be on. It's going to be on. Look, we're going to be on the left-hand side of the board for sure.
Yeah,
that's the thing. And to be honest, if we stay on that left-hand side of the board every year, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I just don't like us being in the bottom 5 and being the laughing stock of Europe. That's the bit I absolutely.
Harry says no for UK. This is the thing. I think the public will be a little bit lukewarm with this. Juries, I think, will like this. I think the juries will love this. It's very generic, very same. It's very Israel. Israel and the UK are virtually the same song, if you ask me.
Yeah.
They are virtually the same song. The only difference being is.
But personally, if I had the choice of songs for the UK, there was one song that was released recently, and they wanted a female act. I'd have gone for "Body Better" by Maisie Peters.
A lot of people have said Maisie Peters, or indeed,
because
there was another one, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was Rena.
That's it, Rena. Yeah.
But I think Maisie Peters' "Body Better" would have been amazing. I think it would have been a brilliant song. It would have scored higher than that. Let's put it that way.
It is what it is. It's a radio song, absolutely. I do believe it is very radio friendly, because so is Israel. Come on now. The UK is very radio friendly. Like I said, the juries will like this. We've gone for the juries. I don't think the television are going to go for this. That's just my only fear with this.
Yes.
But that's all. Yeah, GB should send Ed Sheeran.
Well, they wouldn't do it. They don't seem to want to send established acts. They don't seem to.
Not anymore. We don't.
No, for some reason it just doesn't happen. But I believe we should return to a national final. That is one thing I would like to do. We've tapped behind it, selecting the songs.
Depends if the BBC will fund it.
Yeah, that's what I would like. I'd like an actual national final. And Ryland keeps saying that he wants Mailfest to UK.
Or a Melfest type style national final over here.
Yeah, and I reckon it would be good if they did.
It would be nice, but
I'd love to go to it. Well, we've been to national finals in the past, haven't we?
Only one on the radio he likes, says Ari, in terms of Ed Sheeran. Fair enough. Look, we can debate what we like about the UK. But
so, what are your 10 qualifiers for each semi-final?
Ooh, let's go. Well, I've already made my videos on this, so I'm just going to go by the videos.
Yeah.
My opinions haven't really changed, if I'm honest. So, as far as my top 10... well, actually, no. I think it'll be slightly revised. I need to do an update to it, actually, I do believe. I need to do an update for my personal... Like, my predictions, though. I will go by my predictions.
Yes.
So, let me just... Whoopsie. Get rid of all that. So, my 16th... So, we're going for the first semi-final. Even though I really love Azerbaijan, and I really do like it...
It's not qualifying.
It ain't qualifying, and I think it's going to end up last.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah. It's a bloodbath semi-final one. It really
is. My 14th, the country I think finished 14th in the first semi-final will be Ireland.
Yeah.
Simply because a lot of people will be writing it off.
Yeah.
13th for me. I hate to say it, Malta, because I really like it.
Yeah, I know, but it ain't going to qualify. Not in that semi-final, anyway. It would have qualified if it was in semi-final 2, and I think Ireland would have had a chance in semi-final 3.
Fair enough, or a pup song. I don't know how to call it. Fair enough. Well, this is my prediction. So, 13th for Malta, and 12th is Latvia for me.
Yeah.
It is a very forgettable one, but I think it'll do all right.
Yeah.
I do think, even though I like Portugal, it'll just miss out on qualification.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. So, my predicted top 10 is Switzerland in 10th place.
Yeah.
With Watergun. Croatia, I think, will sneak through. I do believe that, because it is just that bit different. 8th, I think, Serbia is going through. Number 7 is the Netherlands for me, but I don't think it's going to be any higher than that. I think it'll be around about that sort of order. Moldova's 6th for me. Number 5 Israel, because it'll get the votes.
Yeah.
I think it will get the votes. And a lot of people will be convincing others. I think Norway is going to finish lower than people expect. I don't think they're going to... I don't know, I just get that feeling. They're going to finish 4th in the first semi-final. Czechia, I think, will finish 3rd. Then it's Finland in 2nd place.
And then Sweden will win.
And then Sweden will top the first semi-final.
Mine's basically the same as yours, but I would swap Serbia and I'd swap Serbia for Switzerland, and I would swap. I'd swap Portugal for Ireland.
I don't know. I just get the feeling Ireland's going to be forgettable. First semi-final, Finland, Norway, Croatia, Switzerland, Serbia, Latvia, Czechia, Moldova, Israel. Well, you've got Ireland. That's your personal top 10, but these are my predictions.
And also Sweden is going to qualify. Yeah.
Yeah, he's put Sweden outside his top 10.
Yeah, but
Sweden's qualifying.
Sweden's definitely qualifying. There's no doubt about that.
As far as I predicted top 16 for the second semi-final, prediction this is, of course, San Marino will end up last. There's kind of no question in that. 15th, I think, will be Romania. Again, no question. Probably just get the odd vote here and there. 14th, I think, will be Denmark.
Yeah, won't qualify. No way.
13th, I think, will be Belgium.
Yeah.
Not qualifying. 12th, I think, is Poland. I think it will actually gain some sneaky votes, but I don't think enough to qualify. 11th, and just missing out, simply because I think they're in position number 2, is in Armenia.
Yeah.
I think Armenia will fail to qualify. I get that feeling. I do not know why. Albania, I think, will sneak it through, but it's very touch and go between them and Armenia, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Greece, I think, will sneak through, even though it's quite bland. I don't know why I get that feeling. 8th, I think, will be Lithuania. 7th, I think, will be Australia, simply because they're ending up last. 6th, I think, will be Cyprus, because it is likeable enough. Might revise this a bit more, actually.
Yeah.
So number 5 will be Iceland, I think. They'll sneak through. Along with Estonia, I think will finish 4th in the second semi-final. 3rd, I think, will be Slovenia. It's very rocky, but not rocky enough. Might get 2nd, I'm not so sure. But I think Georgia will end up getting 2nd, simply because it's that bit more oomph, and I think they will pop out something for the staging. I just get that feeling. And Austria, I think, will win the second semi-final.
Oh dear, no. I actually, well, Austria will annoyingly qualify, I think. But I actually think Denmark will finish last.
Probably. Ali says, prediction for me, saying that Sweden instead of Ireland, Israel out for us. Thing that should be a rule in Eurovision that previous winners can't compete. Second semi-final is Ari's likes Austria. Australia.
Previous winners can't compete. That'd be stupid. Because they host the bloody contest.
Some people have said that in the old Facebooks and community and stuff like that.
That's stupid.
I know it's stupid, but there you go. His opinion: 2nd Australia, Armenia 3rd, Estonia 4th.
Let's ruin the let's ruin the historical tradition of the contest.
Iceland 5th, Slovenia 6th, San Marino 7th.
Really?
8th, 9th, Belgium 10th, Greece. Well, ballsy for you as far as San Marino is concerned.
So, who's your overall winner?
Sweden. I hate to say it's going to be Sweden.
Yes.
Everybody will vote for Sweden is arguably up there. I have a feeling it's not going to get as many jury points. I think it might end up either 3rd or 4th, but the televoters will lord over this.
Do you still think there might be a sympathy towards Ukraine again?
Nah, not for the jurors. Maybe a little bit with the televoters, but not in the
stupid hundreds.
Not like last year. No, absolutely not. And Cyprus for Romania, fair enough.
Romania? No, I can't see Romania.
No. Cyprus over Romania.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Predictions over his personal likes.
Yes.
Prediction Georgia in for San Marino, fully agree. That's about it as far as what we think of this year's Eurovision Song Contest songs. Any other business or any other things you can think of?
Well, we're going to start a new series soon, aren't we? Where we're going, like we were talking about the other day, we're going to go through countries, all their songs from.
Oh yeah, historical.
Yeah, right. Which you can actually get a video recaps of each of those on here. Anyway, some people do those. So we're going to obviously start with our own country. And then we're going to put a vote to you. Which country do you want us to do next?
That'd be fine.
I think that's the way we're going to do it. We'll start off with our own country because obviously it's the UK and we want to review all of those songs. We'll be doing it similar to this.
By the way, another quick thing. Would you regard this as a live stream or a podcast? Because it's effectively us just blabbing out, and podcasts are mainly just about.
Well, mostly podcasts are just the sound.
They are, but just this.
Yeah, but just the sound, but not. They don't actually see us.
Yeah, that's true, but podcasts can also be a visual thing as well.
Maybe we could do podcasts as well.
I can't see why not.
No, I think we could do that.
I didn't mean the winner country. I was talking about the specific person group that. Oh, right, okay. Live stream, yeah, it's more or less a live stream. And we could turn it into a podcast in that sense, but just be like this because at the end of the day we've got separate microphones.
Yeah.
Finland, Norway, Croatia, Switzerland, Austria, Germany. Oh, these are your overalls. So Finland your top, Norway your second, Croatia your third, Switzerland your fourth.
I'll get you my top. I'll get you my top 10 up.
Yeah.
Well, Sweden is my winner.
Yeah. The
second is Iceland. Third is Israel. Fourth is Italy.
Canada.
Fifth is Finland. 6th is Netherlands. 7th is Ireland. 8th is Slovenia. 9th Norway. And Czechia 10th.
That's weird you put Czechia 10th.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Right, my top 10 from memory was Austria, I think was 1 point. Weirdly.
I'll do my bottom 5 in a minute.
I've got a video here.
I'll do my bottom 5 in a minute. It might be a bit controversial. But,
whatever.
But, yeah.
My top 10 from my top 37. Moldova was actually 10th, my apologies.
Yeah.
Moldova 10th. United Kingdom 9th place.
Yeah.
I think it's decent, but not maybe slightly.
I've got the UK 26.
Austria 8th for me. Italy 7th.
Yeah.
And then what's number 6? Slovenia number 6. And then I think off the top of my head, I think number 5. 5 was Malta. 4th Germany.
Yeah.
Which would be up there, and then it's, I think, 3rd Finland, Norway 2nd, and Sweden 1st.
Yeah.
That would be my
So my
11. But we didn't one song from my top 5 would be 10th as all year. Fair enough, which is Moldova.
Okay. My bottom 5. Right. Last place, Serbia. 36th, Portugal. 35th. Austria, 34th Denmark, and 33rd Germany.
Okay, Germany. 37th, I think San Marino, arguably.
I just don't like that shouty rock. It just does my ears in.
36th Romania. 35th Poland. Sorry.
Yeah.
But maybe I might revise it. I don't know. Croatia 34th. Excuse me, what?
Oh.
I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, and Australia 33rd. Simply because I think that
Next time you do a fart, you should put your microphone back.
No, I will not. No, I will not. Germany finally, someone has also put them in front. I think Germany's in the top 5. He doesn't think so.
No, I think it's another 0 points for Germany.
Right, so next week we will, of course, as you said, talk about our
UK entries. We'll go through a recap like that with all the UK songs.
Yeah.
And then in the chat, say what country you want us to do after
I'll
that.
probably put a poll in it after to say what particular one you want us to do. I will leave that for longer though, not just for 24 hours, because that will be a good thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I will be making videos. I'll be going back to it. I'll be discussing 2022 versus 2023, and I'll also be going through some analysis and some different bits of work.
Yeah, you should do an analysis of the community poll.
I will do, well, some guy already does that anyway, so I'd rather leave that. There's a guy called ESC Tom who you should check out.
We're also going to do some content in the future about countries that haven't hosted Eurovision before, and like where we would like to see Eurovision hosted in the future.
We were saying all that again, that was a bit
Basically, we're going to go through countries that haven't hosted Eurovision before and look at potential venues in those countries.
But we could do that as a video, I
Yes, we could do that as a video.
This is a video. This is a video.
Yeah.
Ukraine has a 14 qualification streak, though. Jeez, that's a shame.
That is true. I bet
it might be cute, I suppose, but I don't. It'd be family oriented. Put it that way.
Yeah.
But that's about it in terms of all of this. We'll end the live stream there. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is our opinions and the thoughts, and of course, thank you, especially to you, Ari, for tuning in regards to the opinions and thoughts of of it all. We'll be back to making more videos soon. Don't worry about that. We'll be back next week talking about the United Kingdom's history in the Eurovision Song Contest, and of course, whatever country, we'll do that after that. Hope you have a good one. I know one country, India.
It would be interesting. I mean, to be honest, right, if India was in Europe, they would enter some really interesting entries because of all the Bollywood sort of scene.
Yeah.
I reckon that would be quite good. I mean, there's countries out there that I think would do well in Eurovision if they were allowed to enter. Like China, for instance, would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
And obviously, America would be interesting in the way of music.
It would indeed. Right, we will peace out from there because we'll speak about that another night. Toodaloo, everybody!
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody!
Bye.
Bye-bye!